Hi guys, welcome to another video. Yoda Joe Skywalker, back at it again, guys. Today, I will be reviewing the Karate Kid Cobra Kai collection. So if you guys didn't know, the Karate Kid is the famous phenomenon films of the 1980s that inspired most martial arts and karate films of all time. And if it wasn't for this beautiful collection, we would not have gotten the amazingness that has become Cobra Kai. So on this channel, even though in my description it says DC, Marvel, and Star Wars, we will also be including content from Cobra Kai because I have been loving Cobra Kai and I love martial arts, so we will definitely be covering Cobra Kai. But before we cover Cobra Kai, let me give you my thoughts on the Karate Kid films, including the Jaden Smith film. Okay, so starting from the bottom, okay? In fourth place, we have the Jaden Smith Karate Kid. Now, this was very different and disjointed from the original Karate Kid's formula, but Jaden provides an interesting dynamic with Jackie Chan, and it is still an enjoyable film, but compared to its other films, I don't enjoy it quite as much. It has an interesting story, the tournament stuff still applies, a new teacher, all that stuff is still there. But it feels much more like they're trying to reboot the Karate Kid series with a different actor and a different story than really doing anything original or different. It just kind of feels like they're rehashing the Karate Kid that was so famous for people and people loved, the Daniel LaRusso and Mr. Miyagi story. So that's been kind of the thing, is we're going to talk about that with the other three Karate Kids. But with that movie, it really is just, so like I said, collection here, Jaden Smith in the center, it's number 4. I mean, it's enjoyable, there are some decent action sequences, but the lessons of karate are not as fluent, and Jaden doesn't have as much of a passion to learn karate like Daniel-san does. So, yes, so. Next we're on to the next one on our list. Next, I'm going to say Karate Kid 3. So Karate Kid 3, for all three movies having a PG-13 rating, this film has a lot more blood than you'd think it would have. And while this film is good, there are some things about it that kind of make it mixed. It drags a little bit when you're getting introduced to, well, Terry Silver is a great character, and while I enjoy his character and I really like what we get to see with Kreese, this film does not have the magic for the rivalry of Daniel and Johnny to continue. Johnny not being in this movie is kind of a misstep, not even seeing him referenced in any way, but I mean, it still is pretty good. I mean, the new character Jessica provides some interesting dynamics, but she's nothing too special. She's nothing compared to Kimiko or what we see with obviously Allie. But she's still interesting, and their dynamic is interesting. It's interesting to see from a friend perspective instead of a dating perspective. And the bullying to Daniel from the Cobra Kai people that are with Kreese is very interesting. And we get some interesting background story with Kreese. Hopefully we get it more fleshed out in Cobra Kai Season 3. But I really feel like this movie is, some of it is good. Some of the stuff with, these movies are really kind of like Star Wars in a way, where you have a good and you have a bad, and it's kind of mixed of like, Kreese is like the Emperor Palpatine, and then Silvers is like the Thrawn. He's even like more evil. And so Terry Silver brings some interesting dynamics to the film. He's easily the best part of Karate Kid Part 3, but Karate Kid Part 3 is going to get a C+ on this ranking. It is a pretty decent film. It's nowhere near as good as Karate Kid 2 or 1, but it is enjoyable, and I definitely think that it's definitely worth adding to the list. Alright, so next on the list, we're going to go to the Karate Kid. So the original Karate Kid was quite a great movie. So we're going to go to the Karate Kid Part 2. So Karate Kid Part 2 is fantastic. It is a great sequel, and I love it so much. Like, I think everybody needs to watch it. It has some great things. Once again, continuing, we get to go to Okinawa, which is going to play a big part in Season 3 of Cobra Kai, and I think it's so awesome that you guys should definitely check it out. I mean, the fight sequences are good. Like, again, we are in the 80s, so it's still a little different than how it is in Cobra Kai, but it's cool to see it's cool to see Daniel start to begin his journey, and it's pretty awesome. And to see him struggle, learning new things from Mr. Miyagi, and seeing the struggles of what's going on in Okinawa, and even to see Daniel get a different girlfriend than Ali, and see his bond with Kimiko and what Kimiko's interests are, is very interesting. I definitely think you guys should definitely check out part 2. I'm going to give part 2 a B+. It is quite good. It definitely has a lot to offer, and there's not really many flaws with it. I mean, it's a good movie. But now on to the final ranking. The Karate Kid, the very first film. We see the iconic Karate Kid get his start, meet Mr. Miyagi as he moves to Reseda. And we kind of see all the Cobra Kai stuff come full circle here. We see Daniel living with his mom. Johnny doesn't really have parents except for a stepdad. And Johnny's life kind of sucks, but he joined Cobra Kai to get a better life. So now Kreese and everyone is trying to teach him, and he starts beating on Daniel because Daniel starts hitting on Ali, and Ali was Johnny's girlfriend. And so, unfortunately, in the first film, Johnny comes off as very much a stereotypical jerk, where in Cobra Kai, we're learning that Johnny is a lot more complex and a lot more of an interesting and good character. So I definitely think that you guys should watch these movies in sync with the Cobra Kai series, because it's pretty cool. It gives a different perspective and a different experience. I will say this film is definitely an A+. Seeing the All Valley tournament battle between Johnny and LaRusso is fantastic. Seeing the crane style, seeing Mr. Miyagi show Daniel how to do martial arts by learning karate by using chores like using wax on, wax off, sanding the floor, painting the house, like things like that. It's all really cool. And the teenage dynamic of seeing seeing Johnny struggle and seeing Ali struggle and seeing Daniel struggle, it's all a very interesting threequel between all of them, and it makes for a very entertaining first film. I definitely think that The Karate Kid 1984 should be remembered as the best of the franchise, up until Cobra Kai, which is now expanding it much. Now, coming up next, not today, but hopefully maybe tomorrow, once Cobra Kai Season 3 is officially released, I will be doing Season 1, 2, and 3 ranked. So that will be my next Cobra Kai video, unless we get some other massive news, guys. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope we'll see you guys next time. And thank you for joining Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai.